Hey guys, happy Wednesday, happy meeting day. Who do we have here already? We've got Penny Walters. Hey Penny, glad to see you here. Jessica, Deborah, Jen. Hey Jen, look what I'm wearing. Hi Kristen, Roylene, Michelle, Patty, Sheila. Hey everybody, how you doing? Let me know in the comments how you are feeling this Wednesday night. I'm so happy to be here talking Disney with all of you. Hi Caitlin. Hi, Sheena, Patty, Janet, Steph, Marissa. Hey, Mike Walters, Joe Vaughn, Amy Payne, Tiffany. Hey, you made it on time. Ellen, Deb, so happy to see you guys here tonight. So check out these new ears that I have. These are compliments of my good friend, Jen Carbonell. She sent these to me. It's the Mickey Premium Bar ears. I don't know if you can see. It's like a little chunk of the Mickey bar was eating off these ears. They're so adorable. Thank you so much, Jen. I am in love with these ears. Hi, Carlene. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Kathy. Oh, thanks, Jen. I love them. I really do. Casey's jealous of them. She told me already. Hi, Jessica. Thank you. I love my ears too. There's Casey Bolt. Hi, Patty. The ears are awesome. So speaking of Jen Carbonell, she also sent us this cool light up Slinky Dog toy to give away tonight. So one lucky winner is going to take this home, or I'm going to send it to their home. So pretty cool. I love them, Jen. Thank you so much. Let me just catch up over here. So, hey guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Disness Meeting. I'm Kat Wolf with Get Down to Disness. If this is your first time here joining us for a Disness Meeting, please let us know in the comments so we can give you a big old warm Get Down to Disness welcome. And to all my regulars that I see so many of you in here, welcome back. It's always so great to have you here with me. So we have a lot to cover tonight. We've got 36 questions. We've got some trivia, prizes to give away, and oh yeah, we have a special co-host tonight, Casey Bolt, super agent with Destinations to Travel. So, oh, thank you. Everybody loves my ears. So cool. Did someone... Okay, good. The video's working now. I think everybody can hear me and see me, right? I'm so glad you had a great trip, Jen. Awesome. Let me just see. Yeah, it is a Slinky Dog. Hi, Nicole. Carlene is a first timer. Welcome, Carlene. Anyone else? Hello from North Dakota, Lori. So if you're a first timer, let us know. So just to briefly go over what happens here, we're going to chat here live for about an hour. I'm answering questions here. I've got an awesome panel of experts in the comments there who are going to help me answer your questions that you have posted in there. Sometimes I can't see them all. So we're going to chat here for about an hour live, and then we're going to jump back into our private Facebook group for what we like to call the after party. Our after party is sponsored by Carl Dad Trent of Dad's Guide to WDW, and it's about a half an hour more of just kind of type chat in our private Facebook group. So if you're not a member of our private Facebook group, become a member. What are you waiting for? It's the most awesome group ever. No drama, just fun. Hi, Patty. Hi, Vicky. Let's see who else is jumping in. All right, so we've got a lot to cover, so let's just get started. First, let's shout out to celebrationshirts.com. Celebration Shirts is the meeting sponsor. What can I say about them? They so graciously outfit me for all my lives, all my trips. The best thing about Celebration Shirts is if you just want one shirt, if you've got a really specific thing you're celebrating, they can do it. If you've got a group of 100, they can do that too. No job is too big or too small for custom matching shirts for your Disney vacation or any occasion where you would need matching shirts. They did a team building group for Netflix. So Netflix went to Disneyland. They created the perfect shirt for them. They do family reunions, anything that you might need a shirt for. What's great about hearing about Celebration Shirts from me is they give all my friends a 10% discount. So use the code DISNESS, DISNESS at checkout. You'll get 10% off your order and free shipping. Check them out, celebrationshirts.com. Matching shirts at Disney is just what you do. It makes for a great photo. Check them out. Definitely do it. Who here has ordered from Celebration Shirts? I have. Yes, Jen, they're totally awesome. I know you've got a couple. And I actually have a shop on Celebration Shirts where I sell the Get Down to Disney shirts. And I know Casey's going to be sporting one of those in September. You can actually get tank tops through my shop, which is pretty cool. They do not carry tank tops on their main store, so pretty cool. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Cindy. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Kristen says that our Facebook group is the best group. I think so too. All right, what else? So let me introduce you to our panel of experts who are going to be helping me out in the background tonight. We've got Susanna McCord, who is usually helping me out in the background, posting the links to help support the answers that I give to your questions. We've got Carl Dad Trent. He should be popping in. We've got Steph Schuster of WDW Magazine and It's a Fangirl World. Dave Shute is usually here, but tonight he won't be. He's of yourfirstvisit.net and co-author of the Easy Guide to Your Walt Disney World Visit. Dave also sponsors our trivia questions, so one lucky winner can win a signed copy of Dave's book. We've got Shannon Bonador and the awesome agents with Destinations to Travel. I know I've got a bunch of my agent friends in here, but I cannot see everybody who's here. We've got Danielle Norcross, of course, Casey Bolt, Mike Byers usually here, Chris Boyer is usually here. I just can't, it's maddening to try and see everybody that's here. But Destinations to Travel is an incomparable travel agency. I'm an agent with them. They're the best. Check out their trading cards in our private Facebook group. So fun. You'll get to know them. They are the best. Patrick Pulliam may stop in. He's from the Official Ticket Center. They sell Orlando area attraction tickets at a discount. Totally wonderful to save a few bucks if you're just buying tickets. Yes, we do have an amazing gang. Penny, thank you. Hi, Kim Lee. See, anybody else? Lori's looking to get matching shirts in January. Yes, 10% and free shipping, Mary Catherine. And Carolyn has a purple Get Down to Disness tank. Yes, I love the tanks, totally. And Amanda, she's going to order for a cruise. Perfect. They actually have ready-made designs that you can choose from if you don't have one in mind, or if you have something off the wall or just very specific, they can design it for you. Awesome, awesome place. Hi, Amy. Carol Georgian. Okay, what did I miss? What's up with the broken ear? Okay, Carol, so these are Mickey Premium Bar ears. So it's like somebody took a bite out of the Mickey Premium Bar. So they're so cute. And Mickey Premium Bar is my snack of choice at the Magic Kingdom. So these ears are perfect. Amanda was thinking the same thing. Yes, the Mickey ice cream ears, guys. All right, so what else can I do? Oh, let's get to the trivia question. So like I just mentioned before, Dave Shute of the Easy Guide to Your Walt Disney World Visit is the sponsor of our trivia question. And one lucky winner is going to get a signed copy of this amazing book. This is a great resource. I've read it. I've underlined it. I've dog-eared the pages. Great resource. You're really going to love it. So our trivia question, what I'm going to do is I'll read you the question. You put an answer in the comments, and then later on after I go off live, I'll go back and select one winner at random that had the right answer. So, are you ready for the trivia question? Let me find it here. Okay, here we go. Which of the 4 Walt Disney World theme parks is the largest? Which of the 4 Walt Disney World theme parks is the largest? Put your answer in the comments and good luck to you. Let's see. Hi, Helen. Nice to see you. They look delicious. Hey, Barbara, you finally made it to a meeting. That's awesome. Welcome. There's Chris Boyer. I want a Mickey ice cream bar too, Mike, and I actually made them one time. They were good. Not the same, but they were good. We've got a lot of right answers. Awesome. Hey, Deborah, I'm glad you made it too. Lots of right answers. All right, so maybe that was too easy. I think I'm too easy with my trivia questions. I gotta make them a little tougher. All right, how are we doing with the time here? I think it is about time to give Casey Bolt a call. Casey, I'm going to be calling you, girl. Be ready for me. Fashionably late, Chris. Nothing wrong with that. At least you're here, and we're glad to have you. So let's see. Let's give Casey a call. All these comments. Where are you, girl?
Oh, hello.
I hear you, but I don't see you just yet.
My poor computer. We were doing so well.
We even practiced.
I know. Okay, wait. Me? Do you see me? Still no?
No.
You know.
There you are. I got
Yay! Okay, I was like, I see me. Why don't you see me?
Look at your ears. Now, what is that from? Is that Polynesian?
So mine are the tiki room
The
ears.
tiki room ears. Now, those are the interchangeable bow ears, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am addicted. It's a problem. It's too easy and convenient, and I can just bring my little ears and pack all my bows, and oh, I'm done. I have a different bow, I think, for every day of our trip
Do
next month.
you? So I know
It's,
you've got Small World. What other bows do you have?
so I have Small World Aurora, Tiki Room, the black and white one that it comes with, and then me and Megan Bennett, who's an agent with Destinations to Travel, we interchange ears. So she'll buy some and I'll buy some,
And you'll
and
share.
we swap them. Yeah, so
Oh,
she
that's
has
awesome.
Belle and Cinderella, and oh, it's we need
You guys have a
intervention.
problem. Yeah.
We need intervention stat.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, you've got everybody saying hello to you. Kristen, Janet, Nicole,
Hi
Helen. Oh, says she hasn't seen your tiki room bow.
I just got it recently, so I was really excited.
Small World original bow. Oh, Penny's got a Monsters Inc. I've got the Haunted Mansion. I don't have Maleficent. Stephanie says you have all her favorite bows.
Oh,
Super.
Steph's got good taste.
All right, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got a lot of questions to get through, girl. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do
All
this.
right. So we're going to start. Thankfully, my assistant Christy put all of these questions in some kind of order. So we have a little theme. We have a little section of themes. So our first theme are dining questions. So Debbie Smith asks, we have free dining for our trip in December. Good for you, Debbie.
Me too, Debbie.
Yeah. We have an APR for Spirit of Aloha at the Poly. Is it worth 2 table service credits? Now, all money aside, I've never been to the Spirit of Aloha, so I can't really say one way or the other. If you've been to the Spirit of Aloha, please comment below what you think of the show. Have you been, Casey?
I haven't.
Okay, so neither one of us has. So getting down to just the numbers, a table service credit on the dining plan is valued at probably about $40, right? So the Spirit of Aloha, you would be a category 2 with your dining plan if you use it. So that would be $74 per person. So with tax and all that, you're probably hitting around 80 bucks. So yeah, it's kind of worth it if you really are trying to nickel and dime it. Maybe you could get better bang for your dining plan buck elsewhere, but I think it's pretty close to use the 2 credits.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, you're talking to the person who's doing like 3 signatures in September on her free dining plan. So I'm being a bad travel agent next month and not making the best use of my dining credits, but I'm like, I can pay for them, so I don't mind.
There you go. So Roylyn said it was. Roylene said she thought the show was worth it. So yeah, I've always wanted to do it, and we kind of planned to do it in September, but then plans change and other things come up, so we aren't getting to do it this time. So
It's
Lori,
one of those things that's on my list and then always ends up getting pushed. And
yeah.
I'm like, these days I'll see it.
I mean, I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, it was terrible. Don't do it." Lori says the show was great, but I was so busy watching, my food got cold.
And I've heard the food's really good too.
Yeah. And Penny says sometimes you gotta splurge, Casey. Absolutely.
See, I like Penny.
So
Penny's,
it's all
Penny's got my
positive,
thinking.
all positive comments on the Spirit of Aloha. So cool. So there you go, Debbie. I hope that helps you. I don't think you're here, so hopefully you're catching this on the replay. Lindsay Ruff asks, will breakfast and lunch still be the same at Be Our Guest, or will they be signature dining and 2 dining credits as well? They will stay the same. They will be quick service, 1 quick service credit. On to planning questions. Wow, we only had 2 dining questions. That's
That's kind of rare.
unusual. All right. So planning questions. Terry Lozen says, when is the slowest and least crowded time of the year? I have a family member who gets anxious in large crowds but wants to go to the park. So we've got a link to the Dad's Guide crowd calendar, so you can check it out. Ultimately, it's my feeling that the last week of August into the first week of September, or the second week of September, is absolutely the lowest crowds that you can find right now. Would you agree?
I would. We actually, I don't know if you have touring plans for set up for our trip coming up, but our crowd levels just lowered to like level 1 and 2 for most parks during our days, and we got the email today, and I was just like, yes! I can't believe it. I was like, crowd level 1, I'll take that 92 degrees for crowd level 1. I don't care.
I am so with you. When we went in June, I was like, all right, 6 on most of the days, and then I would get the email up to 7. I'm like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? So when I saw the September,
I knew that.
Yeah, crowd level 1.
I know. I'm just gonna like run through the parks like no one's here.
So there you go, Terry. Amy Boyton says the best place to buy Disney tickets. The official ticket center. That's a no-brainer. Susanna has the link in the comments. She can link you right to their website. Absolutely best place, reputable. They're authorized through Disney. Check them out, the official ticket center. Cindy Atkins Chamberlain. Can fast passes be transferred between your friends and family list? Say I book a fast pass for my father-in-law, then want to give it to my husband to use. Is that possible, or just pass off magic bands? I would not try to modify your fast pass and drop it for your father-in-law and try and pick it up for your husband. Just hand off the bands. My family and I did that the whole time we were in June. My nephew kind of chickened out on a lot of the big rides. We're like, all right, give me your band, kiddo. I'm going on again. That's definitely what I would recommend you do.
Absolutely. It's just easier, and from what I've read, Disney's starting to monitor things like that. Not saying at all that what you're trying to do is cheating the system, but there are people who did try to use a similar process to cheat the system. Disney got word of it, started monitoring things, and they were actually starting to get locked out of making fast passes.
Right.
Because they were using other people's accounts or transferring fast passes from people who had annual passes to be able to make like 5 and 6 fast passes in advance.
People weren't even in the park.
Yeah, right. So Disney found out about it, because Disney finds out about everything. And they will lock you out, and you will have no more magic.
No, you don't want that. So just pass off your bands. It's totally fine what we're telling you to do. That's legal, yes, and what we recommend you do.
You are within law of Disney.
Carlene Carruthers says, I'm going to Disney in September, and one day will be split between Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom is the first park, so our fast passes for the day are for that one. To continue making fast passes selections after the 3 have been used, do I have to be physically in Hollywood Studios to make fast passes for that location? No, you do not. Once you're Nope, you just hop on that app and you can select a fast pass at any of the 4 theme parks.
I've spent many a bus ride booking fast passes for park I was on the way to. I was like, nope, I want this rolling fast pass to be better, so we're going to modify this.
I think maybe what you're reading is way in the beginning when the fast pass system was new, you had to be in that park. You couldn't do it, but then they updated the system, and so yeah, you can be anywhere and book that 4th fast pass. No problem. Nicole Paradise, when booking a bounce back, do your dates have to be definite, or are they movable, keeping the promotion? Yes, they are movable, but your dates that you change to have to be within the original promotion date parameters. So, you can certainly move it, but you can't go outside of that bounce back offer date range. So, yeah, Nicole. Absolutely, and Nicole's going in just, a few days now, Nicole. So that'll be great if you can do a bounce back offer. Sweet!
Jealous.
Let's see. Michelle, Touring Plans does have a paid subscription, but they've got a lot of free stuff.
Mhm.
You can check it out over there. I have a paid subscription because I like having access to a full year's worth of the crowd calendar and all that, but they do offer a lot of things free. Let me just see what's going on. Yeah, Chris says it's like $10 for the entire year. It's not expensive, and I definitely think it's worth it. Hey,
Absolutely.
uh, do you see any comments, Casey, on your end? I just want to make sure.
Mine is kind of stuck at talking about Maleficent ears
Oh,
still.
wow. Okay. All
I
right.
have a feeling that I have a feeling that we've talked about more since then.
And Chris reminds Nicole, don't forget to tell me you want to keep your travel agent when booking your bounce back. Yeah, I sent her with that little pamphlet about how to do it, so she's all set. She's leaving Saturday at 5:20 in the morning. We are only excited to be up at 5:20 in the morning when we're heading to Disney, right?
We are only morning people when it's
Absolutely. Hi, Jenny. All right. See. I'm just trying to man the comments since you're not seeing them.
now. I'm about to try to pull it up on my phone too, just so I have every device going possible, just so I can possibly see the comments.
Oh, Penny wants to know, when do discounts for early spring usually appear? Usually, Penny, right after the new year. Early January is when we start to see discounts for spring. All right, we're moving right along to special event and party questions.
Right after the new year.
Oh,
It's on my phone now, guys.
well, how much of a delay there is. Tiffany Short wants to know, what is the best money shot memory maker photo for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? We're going to buy the one-day package while we are there. So, Susanna has a link from a Disney Parks blog post from last year that shows you a bunch of the PhotoPass photos that you could have taken last year. And I imagine most of them will be the same. There's the Headless Horseman. You can take, there's one that includes a video with the dancing ghost from the Haunted Mansion. Um, there's a bunch with maybe a poison apple. I'm trying to think of from memory, but there are a ton of really, really cute ones, and I hope they add some more this year. They're doing a lot of new things at the Halloween party, lots of ride overlays. So excited. So.
I can't. Any picture at the party is going to be great. So definitely, I think that's a great use of your money to have that one-day package. The
Definitely.
character meet and greets and, all of the magic shots. I'm so excited to have Memory Maker for us to be at the party this year.
Absolutely. Amy Payne wants to know, will they be having the Jingle Bell Jingle Bam dessert party in Hollywood Studios this year, and when can we purchase tickets? So Jingle Bell Jingle Bam will run from November 8th to January 6th, but the dessert party is not bookable just yet. Last year it opened around the second week of August, so we're keeping our eye out for that. I actually did that a couple of years ago, and it was really cool. It was the first dessert party that I had been that also had savory. It wasn't just desserts, and I feel like the rest of the dessert parties are kind of falling in line with that, having not only desserts, which I like a lot. I can only eat so many sweets. So we'll let you know, Amy.
I'm the same.
Yeah. Sherry Spruce, do all park tours require a ticket? Are there any Disney tours that do not require a ticket? We just did Keys to the Kingdom tour and needed a ticket. We had an annual pass, but using 5 hours of a park ticket seems unfair. So, Sherry, any tour that is held inside a theme park is going to require theme park admission. So, while, yeah, the Keys to the Kingdom tour is only 5 hours, you can stay the rest of the day and enjoy the park. But any tour that Walt Disney World Resort offers that's inside a theme park is going to require a ticket. Even the VIP tours that you spend thousands of dollars for, you still have to have a park ticket in order to get in there. And if you're going to bounce around from one park to another, you have to have a park hopper. So yes, you definitely have to have valid theme park admission. Michelle McCoy, touring advice for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I'm arriving at 4 p.m. I should be able to get FastPass Plus with my party ticket from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., right? Thanks. Yeah, so you should be able to book two from 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 because now the park closes an hour before the official party starts. So you can book two fast passes with your party ticket. At least you have been able to in the past. Now, no parties have started this year yet, but if history repeats itself or has taught us anything, you should be able to book fast passes with your ticket as long as it's linked in your My Disney Experience account. Have you ever done that at any of the parties? Book a fast pass?
I have.
Yeah.
Back before a couple years ago, we did the Christmas party, and it was we were able to book 3 because it was back when you could do it until 7.
Right.
So we did 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and 6 to 7.
And you weren't annual pass holders at that time?
No.
No. So it was definitely on your.
So it let me.
Yeah. Cool. So
Yeah.
there you go. John's
Just looking at the comments.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it. Good.
I pulled it up on my phone. But I will say people are saying they're not seeing any links. They haven't seen Susanna. So if you guys aren't seeing any of the links, we can go back in. Or Susanna, I see that you're here, so I don't know what's happening, but people are saying they aren't seeing the links, just so you know. Not to call out. Just don't want people to not be able to.
Okay, so Susanna, are you watching this from the Get Down to Disness business page or from the group? Because this is being broadcast to the business page, so maybe that is why. I'm not sure, but if the links aren't showing up, rest assured I will go back after I get off live and enter in all the links that I talked about. So Susanna,
She's here. I can see her.
Chris, I saw Susanna earlier, so I know she's been here, but I'm scrolling back and I don't see links either. So thank you guys for letting us know that you're not seeing them. We'll make sure you get them for sure.
You'll get the information.
So Mary Catherine is saying, I can't book fast passes for this year's Halloween party unless you have a regular ticket.
See, I tried to test something to see if it would let me book additional fast passes with my party ticket, but since I already have fast passes booked for that day at another park, obviously it's not going to let me because that would be me doing what Disney doesn't want you to do, cheating the system. But I was just trying to test something to see if it would work, but I've heard mixed things from people this year that they're not sure if it's going to happen because of you being able to leave or you having to leave early and all of the things, which it wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
Right. All right. So if anybody has had success doing it with just their party ticket, please chime in because Mary Catherine is saying she can't do it. But in the past, you have been able to. So that would be good to know. We definitely want to know that. All right, so let's move on to Sean's question. Heading to the Christmas party on December 11th, what does this do for lines at typically long attractions? I have a regular day at Magic Kingdom the day before, and I'm trying to figure out what I absolutely need to get on FastPass for my full park day versus what I can count on being a manageable ride during the party. So, in my experience, if it's a popular attraction, it will be the most crowded at the parties, but the lines won't be nearly as long as they are on regular park days. How about you? Have you found the same?
Absolutely. I don't always ride that many attractions during the parties just because I'm too busy running around trying to get pictures and watch parades and see shows. But I do kind of pick and choose those big ticket attractions where the lines are longer to try to hit those during the party when I know they're going to be shorter. So definitely like the mine trains and the Space Mountains and things like that. A lot of people will go and ride those, and what's usually, a 75-minute wait will be 15 to 20, if that.
Right. Maybe a half an hour, depends on what time. Of course, around parade time, you don't want to miss a parade, but that's usually when the lines are shortest. And the Haunted Mansion, as you can imagine, during Halloween time, is a little bit more packed than usual. But other than that, you can pretty much get on everything else. So I would use my Magic Kingdom Fast Passes for Mine Train, Space Mountain, maybe Big Thunder. Yeah, basically those. But other than that, you'll be able to get on whatever you like. with really not a long wait.
I have more attractions on my list this year because there's several attractions at the Halloween party that are getting a spooky overlay and all the stuff this year. And so I'm like, okay, we're riding more rides this year. Sorry. Got to.
We've got to, absolutely. Now you're not going the night that I'm going because you won't be down there yet. But I'm going
No,
on the 7th. Yeah, on the 7th. And what party are you
we're
going to?
doing Tuesday the 11th,
Tuesday the 11th.
which according to crowd calendars is supposed to be the lowest.
It absolutely is. Tuesday is the lowest.
I'm
Good
so
planning.
excited.
Good planning on your part.
Excited.
Mike Walters, you want to know if there's any word on Festival of the Arts in January? Well, I'm certain it's coming back. It was a very successful festival the last 2 years. The dates weren't posted until a lot later than I thought they should be. It was October last year. So maybe this year they'll post them a little earlier. We're already in August, which is hard to believe. So within the next couple of months, the Festival of the Arts dates should be released, and we, of course, will let you know about it.
Carlene is saying she booked 3 fast passes for September 23rd where she only has a Halloween party ticket.
Okay, there you go. So, Mary Catherine, maybe you want to try again or call the technical help desk. So, I actually have that number handy if anybody wants to give that a try. It's 407 939 7765. Give them a call and let them know what you're trying to do, and they should be able to help you.
They are wizards.
Yes. All right, so Susanna said she posted a link. Yes, I do see that link, Susanna. Thank you. All right, whatever you did is working. Yeah, Mike, that is late. They make you plan so far in advance, and then they release these parties and festivals way too late.
And it seems to be the trend as stuff is getting released later and later to us, whether it's dessert parties or dates or anything. I mean, they are wanting us to plan in advance, but also be extremely flexible because we don't get all the information, unfortunately.
Thanks, Susanna, for posting that number. All right, sweet. Okay. Moving right along, Bethany Kreider says, my boyfriend and I had to switch our Walt Disney World trip from October to January. We were excited for Food and Wine Festival and to see the fall decorations. Since it will be the end of the holiday season, are there any extra special events going on during this time, January 18th to the 23rd? So probably Festival of the Arts, actually. Which is really cool. It's not food and wine. It's more like food and wine light with art mixed in. I loved it. I was there this past January. Really fun. They have the outdoor kitchen, so there's still that food and wine-esque feeling to it. And there's also, isn't there a marathon in January, Casey?
There is, yeah. It's like the first week of January.
Okay, so that shouldn't affect you too much with crowds. So if you're lucky, Bethany, you'll hit the Festival of the Arts at Epcot, which I think is really fun. This is Janet Farley, has anyone done the Epcot World Showcase Wine Walk? Has anybody done that?
Another thing that I constantly put on my list every year and I constantly don't do. So, mainly because we always end up being there during food and wine, so I'm like, there's other wine that I can't get all the time, so I have to drink this wine.
See, I unfortunately can't drink wine anymore. It causes me migraines. So I'm constantly testing different wines that people tell me, oh, this won't give you a headache. And of course, I always end up with a headache, but I still try. So this was something I didn't even know about because I don't really look into wine too much. But it's pretty cool. So for $32, and I think I gave you a link to it, Susanna, but if not, I'll just explain. For $32, you're entitled to 6 pours at 3 different locations throughout World Showcase, and you get a souvenir acrylic wine glass. I don't think that's bad. I think that's pretty fun, actually. And I saw there's like this cute little card that you get stamped when you've, hit your quota at each of the locations. So that could be really fun to do for an adults-only trip, girls-only. Yay! 30-30 party. Here's your bestie.
I know. I was like, hey, bestie.
Marathon is the second week of January. Marathon.
Oh, I'm thinking of last year's dates. Last year's dates were like the 2nd through the 6th.
Okay, so this year it's the 9th through the 13th. But
Mhm.
still, Bethany, that wouldn't affect your January 18th to the
Yeah,
3rd. So you're all
no.
good. So has anybody done the wine walk? That's pretty cool. I'd love to hear what you think.
Again, I would sure, but I can't. It's
uh,
food and wine, and
Donna Lancaster Quiles? I'll say that. Cannot seem to get an answer, so here it goes. I have a breakfast reservation for the Candlelight Processional package at Ale and Compass. I've never eaten at Ale and Compass. I cannot find exactly.
just
Yeah? Have you been for breakfast?
they just started
Oh,
breakfast. I
okay.
haven't, but I've heard it's really good.
So she says she can't find exactly what the breakfast offering is. I've seen the breakfast menu, but what is offered in the package? I hope you can help. Okay, so at the Ale and Compass breakfast, it's a breakfast buffet. So if you open up the menu, you can see what's on there. In terms of what comes with the package, it's the buffet and priority seating at the Candlelight Processional for that evening. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. I think if you were at dinner, you would get an entree, an appetizer. I think it's like kind of like a price fix thing or a prefix meal. But at breakfast, it is a buffet. So, you said you've already seen the menu, so I guess you know exactly what the offerings will be. I haven't eaten there. We were just over there in January as part of a tour of the Yacht and Beach Club resort, and it looked really good. You know, there are a lot of
I've heard,
Yeah, there are a lot of hidden gems restaurants in the resorts, like the Wave at the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian Cafe. People don't really think of these restaurants as places to go, but they really are, and you can usually get a reservation at the last minute.
oh yeah,
All right, we're moving on to resort questions. Tina Farmer heard that Ale and Compass breakfast is great. And Janet Farley agrees it is a hidden gem. Steph, of course, knows
sounds
about
like
the.
you picked a good.
Yeah,
We knew Steph Schuster would know about the wine walk.
about the wine and the food and the coffee. She's our resident person for all that.
Yes, she is our foodie and our drinky.
Our foodie and our drinky. All right, we're on to resort questions. Kevin Brubaker, when do you think Disney Springs Resort will make an announcement about having the Disney Resort perks if you stay there for 2019? The current offer expires December 31st, 2018. What do you think?
Didn't they just announce that like the fast passes were being extended? The 60-day fast pass booking were being extended into 2019.
Okay. So what other
But
perks? Well, maybe Kevin didn't hear that. So you can still get your 60-day fast passes for 2019.
you get that perk, Kev.
Yeah. So if that's happening, then any other perks that were available in 2018, I'm sure will still be valid in 2019. There's so much construction going on and so many people want to come down there. I think they're just going to keep those people and the good neighbors happy. Patty Holland Nichols, what is the best way to get to Sanaa from All Star Movies? We're doing the Starlight Safari and we have to be there by 8:15. Should we take a bus to a park, then hop on Animal Kingdom Lodge bus? Our trip is the first week in December. So I always say take Uber if you're going from resort to resort. But if you really are not comfortable with that and you don't want to shell out $25 for a minivan, um, I would hop on a bus to Hollywood Studios and that will take you to the Caribbean beach. I think that's probably the closest one to Pop, to Hollywood Studios, to Caribbean beach. That kind of keeps you in the same area. But really, take an Uber. You'll get there so quick. It'll be like a 4-minute drive. It won't even be that much money.
Yeah, and I've had nothing but good experiences with the Ubers and the lifts on property. I haven't had any issues.
Neither have I. Then Cleena Toby. I don't know if I just murdered your last name, but that's my best guess. I heard there are 3 resorts right now allowing dogs. Any word as to if this will become a permanent thing? Yep, it's a permanent thing as of now. At the Art of Animation, the Port Orleans Riverside, the Yacht Club, and the cabins at the Fort Wilderness. There's a nightly charge excuse me, a nightly charge for the pets. It's $50 a night at Art of Animation, Port Orleans, and the Cabins, and $75 per night at the Yacht Club. So it's not every room. They only have certain sections or certain buildings that will allow the pets. So if you are looking to bring your pet with you to Walt Disney World Resort, you're going to want to book soon because I'm sure the room availability is pretty limited. Mary Catherine Flynn, there you are. Here's your question. My family will be staying at Pop Century in 24 days. Woohoo! I know they have a
Yay!
dedicated bus exclusive to their resort. However, I've read that when leaving the parks, that bus is the longest walk. Is that true for all the parks? I'm really only worried about leaving Magic Kingdom after the Halloween party on August 28th. I know it will be after midnight. So Christy always stays at the Art of Animation, and she says that the Art of Animation is absolutely the last resort in all the theme parks, so it's a pretty long walk. And Pop is usually close by, but it's really not that unmanageable. I think you'll be fine. Don't worry. I mean, I think,
Worst comes to worst. I mean, worst comes to worst, if it takes too long, walk over to the Contemporary, get an Uber or Lyft. We've done that when it just seemed like our bus was never coming. I stayed at Pop a few years ago, and I think we only had a really long wait one time.
okay.
So I don't think it should be too bad.
It's funny you say that because when we first started taking Uber, we immediately became spoiled. So we were leaving the Magic Kingdom after midnight one night, and we saw just masses of people. We looked at each other, we're like, Contemporary. We're walking over, we're calling the Uber car. As soon as we walked up, there it was. It was a beautiful thing.
I did that to Megan one night on our last trip. I was like, "Don't care, I'll pay. Let's go." My feet hurt. Like, you're a nurse, you stand on your feet all day, you're good, but my feet hurt, so let's go.
Yeah, it can be it can seem like a longer wait than it actually is after a full day of touring the parks after midnight, but it's really not that bad.
No.
Megan Silva, I've got a family of 9, 7 adults, 2 kids heading down in April. Old Key West or Saratoga Springs? I haven't stayed at either. Now, Chris Boyer is going to say Saratoga Springs, and I say Old Key West. What do you say?
Old Key West.
Yeah. I love Old Key West. I do. I love it. And I know Chris loves to stay at Saratoga Springs. He actually just wrote a blog post all about it, how it's one of those hidden gems at those resorts that kind of get overlooked. It's wonderful. It's got a senses spa, and it's really big. I think maybe for your party, you've got more adults than kids, but if you're really looking to make the kids happy, Old Key West has a great community center. They've got bikes to rent. They've got ping pong and foosball, a great pool. I just really love the atmosphere and the theme of Old Key West versus Saratoga Springs. I couldn't be more wrong.
We both could be more wrong. Who knew that was coming?
Michelle, Uber does pick up at Bay Lake. You could go over there. Sure.
I do think a treehouse would be cool at Saratoga Springs. You do have a point, Chris. That would be neat.
Yeah, that would be neat, but you're so far tucked away from everything. You do have your own little boat stop, which is pretty cool, but trying to get over to the main building for shopping or dining is kind of a pain. But they're cool. The trees
Hey, Dan.
awesome.
Danny McBride is
here.
Hey,
Danny. It is Danny's sister-in-law's birthday tonight, and her name is Danny too, so happy birthday, Danny.
How fun.
Has anybody stayed in the tree houses? They look so cool, but I've never stayed. And they fit like, I don't know, 12? And they fit a lot of people.
Yeah.
They fit a lot of people.
It's a big...
Yeah, see,
I
didn't hear you. What, Casey?
I was going to say, I agree with Mike. We've always talked about it, getting a big group, and then when we kind of realized how secluded they were, I was like, no, I'm too high maintenance for that. I can't be far away from everything else. I want to be close.
So if
I don't want to walk far. I don't want to do any of that.
Exactly. So if you do stay at either one of those, Saratoga Springs or Old Key West, make sure you take a look at the maps because they are huge. So if you
Mhm.
want to be close to all the action, make sure you're requesting either a preferred location or you call up and do your best to beg for a great preferred spot. They won't guarantee it, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Early does transportation start running, including the 7 a.m. extra magic hour days? 1 hour before official park opening is the official language. But, right? If you have, what do they usually say? If Disney is hosting an event, their transportation will get you there. So if you have a 7:30 a.m. dining experience over at Chef Mickey's and Magic Kingdom doesn't open up until 9, they will send a bus out specifically for breakfast for character dining experiences, and it will actually say on the bus character dining. Just talk to your hotel's concierge and ask them when the buses will start running. I'm always a fan of a car to those early reservations. Um, but you can absolutely, and I have used Disney transportation to get you anywhere you need to go.
Same. But the planner in me just likes to have the guaranteed time and not have to worry about if a bus is
Oh,
going to be late.
I'm so stressed.
There's been,
Even though I
yeah, there's
know,
been many time where I'm like pacing in front of the bus thing, like,
come
where are
on.
they? Don't they know I have reservations?
And now, I mean, it's really not that stressful anymore with the app telling you when the next bus is coming and even with the screens there. But still, if it's not showing that it's coming, that is stressful. But
Mm-hmm.
listen, if the bus is late and you're late to a reservation, don't panic. They will honor your reservation if you've been held up because of Disney transportation. So really, don't panic. Don't let it ruin your day. Don't get into a fight with your spouse or yell at your kids. You'll get there and everything will be fine. Don't worry.
They've, they've let me come late. They've let me cancel. They've given me fast passes because it was a doozy of a late. So, yeah, they're very accommodating.
Yes, don't worry. They want you to be happy. Vanessa Van Wagner says, do all the rooms at Pop have those pull down beds? So almost, they're almost done. They're only in the refurbished rooms, but that resort is almost completely 100% refurbished. So if you want to absolutely make sure you have one of those, depending on when you're going, ask for a refurbished room. Now, did you stay at the Pop after the refurb or that was before?
It was before. Now I really want to stay and see the see the refurbished rooms because they just look so cool.
You actually might in September when we have those resort tours. Pop Century is on the list. Yeah. So I was over
Oh yeah.
there in January as part of one of those tours, and they're really slick. They're nice, really really nice. I know if
Ah,
Kelly Henderson is
I
here, she stayed there. She loved it. Mike, the the wife will probably yell at me anyway. Well, you know, Mike, it's hot. It's hot in Florida. You know, you just gotta get it off your chest. Don't talk about my friend Penny
we
like that.
always, she's gonna yell at you now, Mike. She just read that.
Penny, you should be able to get a bus. You should. Just definitely check in with the front desk there and make sure you know when the buses will start running for your reservation. Uber is a lifesaver after fireworks, after a long day. If a bus hasn't come in like 2 cycles and there's like 3 buses worth of people waiting online, Uber is clutch. Definitely
You want
download that app and just have it at the ready.
immediate air conditioning, your own guaranteed seat.
Yeah, and you're there so quick. And the minivans are really
Oops.
cool, guys. I know it's expensive, $25, but if you share it with a few people, it's not that bad. But they play the music specific to the resort they're taking you to. They tell you all kinds of cool tips and trivia and anecdotes about Walt Disney World. I mean, it's an experience. It's like a little attraction. I really was pleasantly surprised. I don't know, I think I've been in 4 of them, and each driver was amazing. I had a wonderful time with every one of them. And they're so cute.
I know. I just want a picture in front of one.
You didn't get one?
We're getting one in September. We haven't done one yet. I was like, we're doing one in September just so I can take a picture.
Oh, definitely Uber to Jelly Rolls or back.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Lizette Stratford. Can you have multiple reservations, like 1 or 2 nights at one hotel and a few other nights at another? Does it show up on your app? Yes, Lizette. It's called a split stay, and you can absolutely have 2 reservations, and they will both show up in your app.
Absolutely.
Katie Kolinsky. What is the best way to get to from Pop to the Caribbean Beach Resort? My son is going on a pirate cruise on Saturday at 9 a.m. Oh, so this is probably what I had read these questions earlier. So if you want to take Disney transportation from Pop, I would recommend getting on the Hollywood Studios bus and then hopping on the bus to Caribbean Beach from there, because they're all in that same area. But an Uber would be so cheap.
We should these meetings sponsored by Uber.
I'm telling you, hey Uber, if you're listening, pay up, okay? Because we get a lot of.
Hey Uber, you wanna give us some promo codes here?
You know what? I'm gonna call them and ask them. Can my friends have a promo code or a free ride or something? I'm so glad you said that. I'm like
use the code Disness and
DISNESS for your free ride. No, that's totally made up. We have not done that yet, but I'm gonna get on it, guys. I'm gonna try and get us free Uber rides. We'll see what I can do.
We will keep you posted.
Renee DeWee says, what are your recommendations for good RV spots or loops at the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground? And what is the process for requesting a specific site? Casey and I discussed this question earlier, and we are deferring to Susanna McCord. She is our resident Fort Wilderness Resort expert. So Susanna, if you could please answer that question for Renee in the comments, that would be fantastic. I've only visited the Fort Wilderness Resort. It's so cool, so much fun, but I've never stayed, and I especially have not had any experience with the campsites or the RV sites, and I have no idea about hookups or what that even means. So Susanna is definitely the person to talk to.
The campsite for me would be the cabin. The cabin for Wilderness.
Kind of like glamping, but that's okay because that's the only thing I'm doing these days.
I would be glamping.
Patty Squire, we're on to park questions. Patty Squire, do you think Extra Magic Hours will be around in May 2019? Yeah, I have no reason to think why they would discontinue that. I think there would be a complete revolution if they took away the complimentary free Extra Magic Hours for resort guests. So I think that's the safe bet, Patty. Tiffany Walker. Hi, Tiffany. I've seen some mention on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but no real clear information on what it exactly is. Do you have any info regarding Galaxy's Edge? So that's the new Star Wars themed land in Hollywood Studios. There'll be 2 attractions, there'll be restaurants. It will be amazing. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll feel like you actually are walking inside the movie. Susanna does have a link. Hi, Colleen. I see you just popped in. Susanna has a link from the Disney web. I just lost my train of thought looking at the comments. From the Disney website that has all the information about what you can expect from Galaxy's Edge, and that should be around before we know it.
Late fall 2019, whatever that means.
Right. Late fall 2019 really pushes the envelope, like December 20th. Or...
yeah. New Year's Eve, it will open.
Right. Okay, we've got some DVC questions. Kelly Lobby says she's new to the group. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
If you do the DVC Soarin' tour, do you have to have park tickets? If so, with it being before hours, do you have to have a park hopper to spend the day at Magic Kingdom instead of Epcot after the tour? Yes and yes. Any tour held inside a theme park will require theme park admission, and if you want to bounce over to a different park than the one that you start the tour in, you will need a park hopper ticket. So that Epcot Soarin' tour for DVC members, I think they host it on Wednesdays, and they do kind of like this behind the scenes thing where they tell you about how Soarin' came about, how they constructed it. You get to ride it. It's really very cool.
Neat.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to be there on a Wednesday in September, but I'm going to be there on a Wednesday in November. So I think I'm going to check that out
Oh, because you're DVC now.
because I'm DVC.
Mm,
Yes.
I always forget.
I'm so excited. I waited so long for that. Helen Hummer. Hi, Helen. I know you're here. What's the best place for a DVC tour? So, when we scheduled our DVC tour, they were only doing them at the Preview Center, which I loved. It's over at Chris's favorite Saratoga Springs Resort. But it was so cute because, okay, so you go there, and ours was in the morning, so they had like a continental breakfast. Then they show you this movie that makes you just want to pull out your checkbook and say, sign me up, I'll buy whatever you want me to. And then
Don't
they
tell me that.
no, they do. And then you go and you can see a model villa, and then you sit down and you talk with a sales rep. And it's not a hard sell at all. They don't, pressure you to do anything. And I've been on other timeshare. It's nothing like that. They don't pressure you. They don't call in somebody else, that applies even more pressure to get you to hand over your credit card or sign a check. So after that, after you say, well, we're really interested and we're going to think about it, let me take whatever materials you have, then you get escorted to a adorable ice cream shop that they have there. It was 10 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, I had ice cream at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's so cute. They've got a little train going around. It's like this old fashioned ice cream shop. And we got some fast passes. And I know that they offer different things, like they offer gift cards and fast passes. So it's definitely worth doing. But I know that you can take it now at Copper Creek. And I believe Casey is doing one at Copper Creek. So she can
Yeah,
let us know how that goes. You'll
I
get
can
to
give.
see the cabin.
I know, I'm so excited. I called to schedule it just because we're going to be there for 8 days in September. We're doing a long trip. And when I called to schedule it, the rep was like, oh, well, you're staying at Boulder Ridge Villas. Let's just make this convenient. Like, let's do your tour at Copper Creek. And I was just like, yes, let's.
But do
So
I
I'm
get my fast passes and my gift card?
Yeah, I was like, wherever. So he said on the front end, we will get 3 fast passes and a gift card after ours.
See, that's awesome. It's definitely worth doing. And like I said, they don't pressure you to buy, but you're going to want to buy. Just be
No.
prepared. You're going to want to buy. Nancy Bischoff says, first time annual pass members trip soon. What are your thoughts on the Tables in Wonderland card? So I have the Tables in Wonderland card. It's the second time I've purchased it. So as you can probably guess, I'm a fan of it. When I have an annual pass, I don't do the dining plan on my trips. When I don't have an annual pass, I do. So the Tables in Wonderland card saves you about 20% off your meal at so many table service restaurants. There's even some quick service that they accept there. And so you have to think about how you're going to utilize your annual pass and this card. So think ahead to the future. How many days are you actually going to be in the parks and how many meals you're going to have? Of course, it comes down to the math because a card is $150. So you want to make that back at least in your discount. So for me, I got it. I was traveling with a party of 13. So I whipped out my card and we saved a lot of money. And you can do it. We got a discount on Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, which was huge. It was like over $100 just for that one. So it really depends on who's traveling, how many days you'll be there, how many sit down meals you'll have, and what kind of discounts you're going to get back to make it worth that $150 purchase. So far, it's worked for me. Have you ever thought about doing that or no?
We thought about it. It just worked out that 2 of our 3 trips that we've had our annual passes, we've had free dining.
Oh,
So
that's great.
financially, it didn't make sense for us to do it. If it hadn't worked out that we had the free dining, we would have definitely done the Tables in Wonderland just because we're big foodies and would have wanted to definitely save a lot of money.
And that you can also use them at the lounges. I used it at Nomad Lounge. You can use it at Trader Sam's. You can use it at the Tune In Lounge in Hollywood Studios, and I'm certain at the Brown Derby Lounge as well. So if you like to have an adult beverage now and then, it actually probably would pay for itself for many people.
Steph, I'm a foodie and a drinky too. I would have wanted the tables in Wonderland as well.
Oh, Danielle Norcross had such fun on her DVC tour. Danielle, where did you take it? I don't know if you wrote it already, but I didn't see that. She's still working on her husband to agree. Do it now. You're going to regret not doing it sooner. I already do. How big is the gift card? Sheila wants to know, Casey.
So mine is $100. I've heard different reports. I think it just kind of depends on the time of year, what the crowds are, but he told me mine would be 100.
Do you still get fast passes and a gift card if you are a DVC owner but want to look at more points? I don't know.
No.
I don't know, honestly.
How many points you looking at?
Right.
That may impact it. How many points you doing?
Maybe if you lay down, a deposit, they'll do that. I'm not sure, but it's worth a call, Lori. I would give them a call, or I know Susanna's got a link for it. Check it out online, and you could probably submit a question. And if you had submitted that question before, we would have researched it for you, but I don't have time to look up now. Okay, we are running out of time, but we're going to get these last questions done. So Kathy Cavalier, who's usually here, but I don't know that I saw her tonight. Anyone have experience with rentable wheelchairs through Walt Disney World? Are they readily available at resort and parks? My husband is having a hip issue that may be resolved by next September, but we need to be prepared for days he might not be up for walking. I don't want to rent from an outside vendor in advance. So they are first come, first serve, and you can only use them in the parks. However, there are some located in like the bus areas. I noticed at Animal Kingdom, they had like a little corral with wheelchairs for folks who needed help from the bus to the main entrance to the theme park. I imagine that's the same at all the theme parks, but that's the only one I noticed. But just so you know, they're $12 to rent per day right now. Now you're talking next year, expect it to go up a little bit. But you have to keep the ones that you use in the theme park inside the theme park. So if he really does have a hard time walking, you may want to think about an outside service so you can kind of take that with you. But hopefully he'll be all healed up and everything will be fine by then. Nicole Danielle, how far in advance is too far to celebrate a birthday? My daughter's birthday is in January, but we're going in October. Should I ask for an early birthday button for her? What do you say, Casey?
My birthday's this month, but we're going next month, and your girl's wearing a birthday button because this is my birthday present to myself. So I will be wearing a birthday button, as well as Megan will be wearing a birthday button, and her birthday was months ago.
That's right. Listen, it's never too early or too late to celebrate your birthday at Disney World. If the trip is for your birthday, then so it shall be your birthday. Nobody asked to see identification or birth certificates. If you're celebrating your birthday, Disney's celebrating your birthday with you. So always get the button. Always get the button. And our final question is from Kathleen King. She says, since Disney is phasing out plastic bags, straws, stirrers, etc., now, especially with the bags, we know if we buy big items in boxes and such, how is that going to work? So they plan to phase these out by the end of 2019. In terms of the bags, they are going to offer reusable tote bags for what they call a nominal fee. So I don't know what nominal is to Disney, but I imagine if you're going to have to purchase a bag that you'll want to reuse that bag. And so that's the goal, right? To reduce, reuse, recycle. So that's all we know about that for now. But yeah, it's coming. No straws. I bring my own anyway. So I can't deal with drinking without a straw. Certain things.
Yeah, I'm gonna start because I'm like you and Stacy. I gotta have my straw.
I gotta have a straw.
I gotta have it.
So that's it. That's all the questions. Let's see what's going on over here.
Well, thanks for all the birthday wishes, guys.
Oh.
Oh, Janet, don't enable me. Don't tell me to get birthday cupcake ears. No, no more ears.
Casey, you need to have those. Are you kidding me?
I know, it would be so cute.
Hey, Nicole Danielle is here. It's your gift to her. See? Like I said, you're celebrating the birthday. Disney's celebrating with you. Always get the button. Never not get the button. If you're celebrating, they want to celebrate with you. My question is, how will it work when you have stuff delivered to your resort room? Oh, I don't know. Maybe they'll have paper bags. I mean, that would make sense too, right? Paper shopping bags like grocery stores, Trader Joe's uses paper bags. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that works.
We know if there's a problem, Disney will have a solution.
Absolutely. So that's it, guys. I'm going to create a after party thread in our private Facebook group if you're not a member of the group. Susanna, I don't think I gave you the link, but you have it. If you could post the link to our Facebook group, come over there and join us. We have a really good time. Our after party. I've been talking way too long.
After party.
After Party is
Yeah.
sponsored by the Simple Fun Magic Guide to Walt Disney World Planning and Carl Dad Trent. One lucky winner over there tonight is going to win a signed copy of this amazing book. So head on over there. Thank you, Casey, so much for stepping in at the last minute and joining me tonight. I didn't have to be lonely, so that was very nice.
It's
And
fun.
the next time I see your pretty face, it will be in person in 1 month. We're so excited. We're heading down there with Destinations to Travel for our annual agency meetup. So excited. So if anyone is there between September 6th and the 11th, I'll be there. Casey will be there the whole rest of the week celebrating her big birthday. So let us know. We would love to see you guys. Let us know if you'll be there. And that's it. That's all I got. Next meeting is in 2 weeks. I don't know the date. I'm not looking at a calendar, but 2 weeks from tonight will be the next Disness meeting. And I hope you guys will come back and join us again. Until then, good night, everybody.
Bye.